The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Cousins now.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. Now Cousins.
A throw on the money to Rager.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Trying the power game with Ham. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. C.J. Ham, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Fields.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
The Bears at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Treston Ebner.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
(7-7) our score after 1.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On play action, Cousins.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West.
Dancing to his left. Got an open man. It's Pringle.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. 20. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chicago offense set to get started. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. On 1st down, it's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. From the 29, Fields completes a Mooney on the slant. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. Steps away. And he's got Mooney. In the end zone, touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly miss hit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Cousins on first down. He's got Smith here.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Now Cousins. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Here's Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. A 33-yarder from the left hash.
Joseph's got it.
And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
We'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Throwing again is Fields.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And ultimately, could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last time everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six, and now they've got now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. Oh, he shifts past him, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Rolling to his left. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 2nd down and 7. Here's Cook again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll try the middle with Cook. He'll take this to the 46.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
To throw is Cousins.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins.
Open right side, complete to Rager. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Fields now to throw.
This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And what a return as he brings this one over.